Hi, I'm Jason Grover, and we're here to look at the Sennheiser RS120W TV headphone wireless. I mean, it sounds sort of weird to describe it that way, but that's exactly what it says on the box. Now, let's be super clear here. Most modern televisions actually have Bluetooth now that you can use almost any wireless headphone from low end to high end. But there's still certain setups, particularly older setups, where you might actually want to have headphones for late night viewing, for any of these situations where, you know, playing back the TV speakers or even on your setup is not sufficient. It might also be a situation where you have a whole home theater set up and you simply want a wireless solution. Your home theater doesn't actually allow you to have Bluetooth headphones, so you want a different wireless solution. This is what it looks like. This is sort of like, again, it's a relatively old school way of doing it. I think this model and its cousins have been around for many, many years. But basically you have this sort of like this sort of stand, and the stand is what you actually is the transmitter, and then you have a pair of Sennheiser headphones. Now, Sennheiser is a very well-respected brand. Microphones, earphones, headphones, all kinds of stuff in the professional audio realm, but also in the consumer audio realm. And this very much fits their consumer mode of creating a product which definitely works for those that are looking for something a little bit more old school, or at least requirements of old school. Funny enough, none of my televisions actually will work with this, because none of my televisions actually have proper headphone out, or even RCA audio out. They have HDMI out for me doing ARC, or they have optical out, which this does not actually work with, or they have coax out, that doesn't work either, or any of the other modes. They have my television, both my televisions do Bluetooth. This one does not. But there are plenty of people that have televisions from last several decades that may have a headphone out or may have RCA out, like red and white audio out, and this is perfect for them to get a wireless solution. So with the case, you have this cable, this sort of long cable. So it's wireless, but you know, there's a wire. It has to be plugged in the wall, of course, and it has, you know, just a very simple wall plug with a universal mode for different regions. Sennheiser is a German company. You simply plug this into the wall, which plugs into here, and on the back of the little transmitter is this. So you can see it's a red and black RCA cables. Here, I'll take this off. These are your regular RCA cables. So if you have output on your television that allows for these, that works the thing. Or you have this little mini jack or headphone 3.5 millimeter to RCA adapter. So if I plug this in and plug the mini jack directly into the headphone jack on your television, on your phone, whatever it is that you actually have, you'll have the opportunity of having wireless headphones. Now, these are battery-powered headphones, but unlike most models now, these actually run on standard batteries. You simply lift off one of the covers here, and you have the opportunity of actually having replaceable batteries, which is actually a really nice function. There's an on-off button here, very simply. You turn it on. You have a volume button here, just like you have an old school radio. You place them on your ears, and they're reasonably comfortable. I hear a little sort of opening chime as it synchronizes with this, and it uses its proprietary wireless signal to go from the transmitter to the headphones. How do they sound? They're okay. These are not the best, most audiophile sounding headphones you've ever heard. They certainly don't compare super favorably to the much higher end Sennheiser Bluetooth models, but they're fine. They're more than fine for listening to television, especially if you're just watching news or talk shows or even the occasional movie. This is not a replacement for a whole home theater, nor is it really meant to be. It's sort of when you actually have maybe you're up late at night and wanting to listen to something and don't want to disturb anybody else that might be in the house. These would be perfect for that. So yeah, this is a really good example of, you gotta sort of look at the product for what it's designed for, not what you want it to be, but what the problem that it's trying to solve. And the problem it's trying to solve is for people that actually have old school connectivity, analog connectivity, and want to have a way of simply, instead of having a long wire that goes right to their ears, of actually being able to sort of wirelessly transmit from this goes near the television, this goes on your ear, and you have a really nice way of actually listening to your television without having the bother of needing to upgrade your system only just to get something that's a little bit wireless. So that's our look at the RS120W TV headphones wireless setup. Again, perfectly fine for what it needs to be. Not the world's best sound, but perfectly adequate. A little bit sort of hissy, but not so disturbing, and decent enough sound for people that are looking for this kind of solution. I think for those that are sort of stuck finding something that actually does what they want it to do, namely to get wireless out of an older setup, this will be more than satisfactory for what you're looking for. Thanks so much for watching. Please let us know in the comments what you think of this product or any of the other products, and we will see you next video. All the best. Take care.